What's the best human body cheat code you know? I have fairly low blood pressure and I often get dizzy if I get up too abruptly. If it happens, clench your abdominal muscles to force blood back upwards and it goes away immediately. I find when I keep hydrated, I don't have this issue, but when I drink minimal water every day I get the dizzy, gray out situation and it's no fun. When you wake up, drink some water. It will help reduce drowsiness. Also, you dehydrate while you sleep so it'll make you feel a bit better too. If you enter a room and forget what you have to do, move your eyes sideways. It helps jog your memory. This works because the side-to-side motions helps our brain process memories. During REM sleep, our brain goes through the events of the day and catalogs them, with our eyes moving back and forth the whole time. However, with traumatic memories, our eyes remain frozen in one spot and we are unable to process the event. Which is why we often remember the trauma like a vivid flashback rather than a faded movie like many of our memories. Sometimes thinking back to traumatic events and moving your eyes side to side will help to process the memory. This is a technique often used in CBT. Just want to chime in cause it's so cool to think about. Clench your left fist to subdue your gag reflex. Helps me with brushing my tongue and others with other things. Take an espresso right before a power nap. The caffeine will kick in about 20 minutes later and make you feel more energized after waking. I remember doing this back in college. A few other people I knew would also do this, too, but with Vyvanse or Adderall. Hiccuping is largely psychosomatic and it can be cured by betting the person hiccuping a $5 he won't hiccup again. Works 80 to 90% of the time. Drink enough water. Keeping hydrated helps so much. If you wake up with your arm asleep because you were laying on it, the fastest way to make it wake up is to stick your arm straight up in the air and let the blood drain back down. Then lay your arm flat and allow blood flow to resume normally. For people that get stuffy noses, pick a nostril you want to have clear. I tend to prefer my right nostril, but it works both ways. Pick the side you want clear and lay on your side so that nostril is on top. Prop your head up on your hands so your head is resting at around a 45-degree angle relative to the surface you are laying on. This should clear the nostril on top pretty quickly. If not, try tilting your head at different angles until it does. This doesn't always work, but for me it usually does. Having a good sleep schedule 9-5 or 10-6, and going to sleep when you are tired. You have to make yourself tired throughout the day. Preferably with a bit of exercise makes waking up really easy and your mornings will be full of energy. When I sleep 9 to 5, my employer becomes upset at me. If you're hungry, drink some water. You might not actually be hungry. If you have a leg cramp, pull back your big toe and it will alleviate the cramp. If you work out and maintain a healthy diet, your body will look and feel amazing. Realize this after years of being heavy and finally losing weight and getting in shape. Initially, the thought of looking better is what got me started, but soon after I cleaned up my diet, it was obvious how much better I felt on a daily basis. Not wanting to not go back to feeling like crap all day is what actually carried me through. The effect on headaches, acid reflux, mood, and just general energy level is incredible. Edit. Derp. Blacking out on alcohol, full-blown time travel. If you stick your finger in your belly button hole and dig around, the tip of your dong will feel pinches. Eat a high dose of psilocybin mushrooms once a year. It's the equivalent to deleting cookies. You be needing a pirate trick when ye be getting up in the dead of night to drain your sea serpent. Cover up one of your eyes before ye light your lanterns. Do your business one eye. And when ye extinguish your lanterns, uncover your eye. Might be best the cover t'other so's ye keep your balance. Ye'll find your night vision be retained and can avoid any pieces o' Lego hidden in the depths of your floor covering. Guys, when you finishing taking a leak, press the area just below your testicles, also known as the taint. This will force out the remaining bit of urine you didn't know you had left in you. Rubbing your dingo against a female genital makes you feel good. A dingo stole my baby. Drink more water. Always. If you feel at all off emotionally, drink a large glass of water. Whether you're anxious, angry, or sad, that doesn't always fix it, but sometimes it does, and if it didn't, at least you're a little more hydrated. When you wake up in the morning, drink a large glass of water before anything else. You will feel more awake, and you may avoid morning constipation. I drink extra water regularly. I keep a bottle of Myorska, Svedka, Absolute, and some much cheaper water brands around the house. Each one of these brands contains around 60% pure water by volume. Here's a few I've collected. If you had an awkward erection, flexing any muscle for 30 to 60 seconds will get rid of it. When a plane is taking off, landing and your ears hurt because of the altitude, yawning will unblock them. Only works for some when you get the feeling that you're about to sneeze, but can't. Looking at the brightest point in the room, or the sun, if you're outside, will make you sneeze. Interested to see what ones you have? Stand up to prevent random boners. Excuse me? I've gotten random boners while already standing up. I don't know how this cheat code is supposed to be useful. Stretch every day. 90% of the problems that people get later in life, whether it is muscle-related or not, usually stems from muscles being too tight, pulling where, when they should not. Martial arts can transform your body into a weapon, and whatever Wim Hof does lets you stay warm in the cold. Convince a doctor you have it. Get prescribed extended-release amphetamines. Accomplish everything. Take your amphetamines, take a nap, wake up a cyborg. Push yourself to do something good for yourself, even if you don't want to, something like diet or exercise, and stick to it. Doing it once or twice, you won't want to do it again because your body is still adapting, but after a while it will become a habit. I went on a bike ride every day during my summer break, and when winter rolled around I started to realize that I relied on that ride as much as eating. I got really jittery if I didn't ride that day. You can increase the rate at which you learn by having shorter study sessions of the same amount of time as before that are broken up by doing something that is stress relieving, like a 20-minute walk in a park or a coffee break after every 1-hour-long study session. If you are hungry, think about eating an apple. If it doesn't feel appetizing, then you probably aren't hungry, so you should do something else like drink water. To beat a hangover, before you go to bed and are still drunk, drink as much water, a B12 vitamin, and strawberries. Slapping your nipples will cause them to harden and point within 6 seconds. I don't know why I just did this. Oh fucking Jesus, oh no, it works. When you are very tired and you feel you could sleep for 10 hours, taking a short nap like 20 minutes might actually help. Instead of sleeping for longer, you feel energized enough to keep going if you have something important and immediate to do. Eating veggies and fruits and getting a good night's sleep will give you more energy than you get from caffeine every day. Also, caffeine gives you a boost, but if you use it every day it just gets you back to normal. So save the coffee for days you really need a boost. I used to take about 3 ibuprofen when having a panic attack that lasted more than a couple minutes. They were seriously severe, sometimes lasting hours, and often wound me up in the OR. Ibuprofen relaxes your muscles within about 15 minutes, and once your muscles start to relax, your mind can kind of start to calm down a bit, and you can then gain control. Just be careful to not take more than 4 at the most, or you can cause problems with your liver. Also, a good way to stop being dizzy or to cure a mild headache, shut your eyes very tightly, then open them really wide while looking down to your left. Don't move your whole head, just your eyes. Shut them again very tightly, then open again very wide, while looking down to your right. Repeat this again, while looking up to your left. Then again, looking up to your right. Then do this again, while looking up like you're trying to see your eyebrows. Again, it's important to keep your head still, and only do this while moving just your eyes. Helps me almost every time. To quickly stop a nosebleed, put something cold at the point where your neck meets your back. Haven't had a nosebleed last more than 5 minutes since learning that. Thanks for watching. Share your stories in the comments.